Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Pair of panties.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne.
Jeff, look at this thing.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 10th day of May, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show on a Friday. Hey, Friday's here. Gonna be a great weekend. Let's get her started. Here's some comedy. We got the Initials game coming up. We got Mark Parrish. We got Marty Gellner. The cast of thousands getting you ready for tonight's big Timberwolves game. Here's Craig Schumacher. Don't forget, it's Mother's Day this weekend. Here's some things your mom told you with Craig Schumacher. Comedy on the Power Trip Morning Show. Come on in. Have a great weekend, everybody. I am glad you're here.
I go home next week and visit my mom because I need new material. Moms are great. They're a wealth of material because they all say the same things. All moms said, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. They wonder why we had nightmares growing up. I was under the covers with a flashlight and a can of Raid. Get out of here, little bed dog. You're not going to get me. This is a good one. Don't get smart with me, mister. What do you want me to be, an idiot? No, duh. Remember, duh? We should use that as adults, duh. I'd love to see somebody on Jeopardy. Yeah, Alex, no duh. How would you like a beating? What are my options? I'm going to knock you in the middle of next week. Make it Thursday, I got a test on Wednesday. This hurts me more than it hurts you. Oh yeah, give me the belt.
Touch it.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
How?
For the warriors.
Touch it.
Never giving up the lead. To take it to the top. There's only one winner. You're never gonna stop. There's only one winner to take it to the top.
All right, welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. It's Friday, May 10th. Chris just mentioned it. Game 3 tonight. Everybody's buzzing because it looks
Be the best.
like the Wolves are going to do this, but it seems like they haven't played in 6 months. But that's okay. It's been fun. Just assuming we're going to win this series against the defending champs. That's tonight.
Take it to the top.
Got you covered here on the Fan. I think Maxo's doing a pregame show. Sounds like the whole town's going to be at the game. You know, the beautiful people like Rosie will be at the game.
I'm too nervous to go to the game. I'm going to watch it on television because
Same.
if I were to sit courtside like I normally do,
Yeah.
it would be a distraction to the players because
And
I'll
cheer
piss
for
myself.
J-Mac.
Yeah, J-Mac's my guy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to high-five him,
Yeah.
you know, as he's rolling down the court and trip, Shaq.
You know, we've been teasing you all week because J-Mac's not on the team anymore, correct?
Sure. I'll do that. Wait a minute, that's the wrong guy. You're trying to trick me again, bitch.
That is true, yes.
Hey, John
Jordan
Kriesel.
still is on the team.
Why are these guys like that to me?
I don't know.
They're going to get old someday, too.
Sons of bitches.
I shouldn't rip Chris. Chris and Mark are winning me chicken every 2 seconds when they challenge
You like
his
chicken?
basketball ability.
Wait, do you like chicken?
I love chicken.
I think now, when we bet, I'm just...
We got it's called wheat toast, and it's got a little avocado and mayonnaise.
And this is where? Where is this available? It's in St. Louis Park?
We got a guy that comes in. His name is Larry,
What are your hours?
and it's got caprese omelet on it.
Oh, fantastic. Do you have any chicken fingers named after Mark Rosen, who's from St. Louis Park?
We got the
I don't think you can hear. I
They're
don't
called
think you
magic fingers.
I don't think you had a headset on.
We got the Alan Schechter, and Alan was the janitor at the school.
Did you hear the show yesterday, Kriesel?
I did.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, what are your hours?
We got 5 different.
Yeah, he doesn't have a headset on.
That's okay. Rosie's here.
Yeah.
He's a pro. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
He'll
Hey,
handle
come
it
on in.
correctly.
Named after a guy who once filmed.
Oh, great. Rosie's here on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And he's got commercials.
Wonder why.
And he likes to eat grilled cheese with tomato.
Wonder why.
So
I love this show.
I love this bit. We laughed and laughed and laughed off the areas.
That was something. I was like, oh.
Hold on, he's still talking.
Oh, it's okay. He's giving us the entire lunch menu. Yeah, Rosie. You know Rosie's from St. Louis Park?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Got a
it was
sandwich
okay,
named
though.
after him.
Because it's about me.
100%, yeah.
Brilliant.
So is it true, though, with that sandwich, you order it, but someone else pays for it?
100%, yes. That is the correct. If you order the Rosen, yes.
Yeah, the Rosen.
That is what happens. I believe if you order the other sandwiches, you have to pay for it yourself.
Yeah. If they had one named after me, you'd just get a half a sandwich.
Maybe.
Which I'd be fine with.
With thick meat in it, though.
I wonder what the dinner.
Just a half a foot.
I wonder what the dinner menu sounds like. What do you get on the dinner menu?
Corsi.
Oh, you get a
Oh, he's still on the lunch menu. I don't think he can hear me. Doesn't have a headset.
I don't think Rosie gave him the headset.
No, Rosie didn't move, so
Hey,
he
Rosie.
probably can't hear the rest of us.
Rosie, ask him what the hours are.
I laughed, too, because a couple weeks ago, our guy from Campanelli's came in and brought chicken. And I wanted to be careful, so, didn't say anything because, obviously, we want to increase ad revenue. And then Mark comes in yesterday and just gives a... Still going.
No, the headsets could go that far. Anyway, keep going.
Chris, we have to go to Deadwood soon.
Oh, he can't hear you.
No,
I can't hear you. He's off the
Yeah.
microphone. He's giving you the.
So it's like, well, I don't want
specials.
to get in trouble and mention Campanelli's on air, if amazing chicken, by the way. And
Hey,
then,
sir, what are your hours?
Barb was on fire yesterday. I
Oh,
said, Barb,
God.
listen.
did you put her out?
I tried. I said, listen, this is giving me comedy gold. I'm going to just start reading menus in the middle of the show about 5 feet from the microphone without my headphones on. And everybody's going to know, except for Rosie, what I'm doing.
He said yesterday in Abbott's office when Abbott pressed him about it, he said, quote, I thought it was okay because it was about me.
Yeah, it was so weird. He's normally
right, Corey?
he's normally not here on Thursdays. So we had 2023 WSOP Player of the Year Ian Mateka sitting where you are, John,
Who was so confused.
because he doesn't know who Rosie
Yeah.
is, which is even better. Because he
I
was like,
loved that.
I don't understand who this guy is, and I don't understand why he's just talking about sandwiches. But Rosie sat down and just started talking about something, and I didn't know why Rosie was here. So he just started saying, "Here's a restaurant, and they have a sandwich named after me."
Yeah.
And then it was basically a 5-minute commercial. And then Rosie said, okay, you guys have a great day. And left.
That was...
And we said, what the hell just happened?
At least stay, right?
No, he can go.
Yeah.
He's got a little Biden to him now these days. Just it's...
We got a sandwich named
Oh,
after
here we
Biden.
go. Oh, you do?
We got, it's,
Oh, is he from St. Louis Park, too? I thought he was from, Delaware.
Yeah.
but he's been to St. Louis.
Oh, he's been through St. Louis Park, and that's what
No,
it
not
takes.
St.
Got
Louis
it.
Park, just St. Louis. He's been to St. Louis.
How do you not have a Coen Brothers sandwich, by the way? Aren't they from
There
St.
isn't
Louis
one?
Park?
Ask the guy.
Or
Oh.
a Passolt.
You don't. We couldn't decide.
Yeah, like a pastrami passolt sandwich or something, or what else? starts
One of
with
the,
P? Peppercorn or something.
What do you say? It's called the Jeff Pass the Salt.
Is Passolt still
like
with
that.
us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got to be around. He's probably at that restaurant right now. After he heard that commercial, he's probably waiting for it to open up so we can get the
named
Rosen.
a sandwich after Mariana Zapata.
Mariana's.
She used to be the lunch lady at St. Louis Park High School.
Yep.
And I think she used
I wish
to
this guy had a headset, or a microphone. If Rosie would just get up and let the guy have a microphone, then we could actually hear the guy talking, and he could hear us. You know what I'm saying? If Rosie would just get up and leave.
Chris Kringle comes to St. Louis Park.
Max and I were
every year.
taking bets on whether he was going to make Ian move because that's his normal.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
I didn't
thought
think
he
of that.
would too,
Yeah.
Oh, when you guys were the Vegas bit when we were filling in, that was a funny. He told Marnie that basically he was like, "You're welcome for that seat," because he came in late
And Marnie was in the seat that
Yeah.
you're currently sitting in, which
Yeah.
is Rosie's current.
and he stood there and he was
usual
expecting
seat.
someone to get up, and Lieber didn't get up, I didn't get up, and then. Yeah, my new book is called Still Sitting. And then Marnie, too, and he just kind of looked around and he was like, so he went and he sat.
I would like to name a sandwich after
Intern
John
chair.
Kriesel.
Oh, what's it called?
That's called. It's just.
I'm sure.
It's chicken leg sandwich. That's all.
Hold the legs.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was like just this a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
And we're all we're like smiling about. He didn't understand though why we were all kind of smiling. Like,
He doesn't understand this either.
No.
No.
And we've been doing this now for what, 2 months? 3
at
months?
least. Yeah. And
A handful of months, whenever we got these new microphones.
Hawk did
basically.
it right on point the other day, and Marnie laughed at it, and he still didn't get
He
it.
goes,
What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
What am I missing? What are you laughing at? Nothing. I just
love
thought you made a good point.
I love him.
He's oblivious to the whole
He's the
thing.
best. He doesn't care. Why would he
Oh,
care?
he doesn't care.
He shouldn't care.
That's the whole point. Is we can sit here and rip him all we want,
Oh, they
and
didn't
we
care.
will.
Oh, we
He
will,
doesn't
yeah.
care.
He didn't care.
What does he care?
Do you
He
think
won.
Sandwich Guy will show up during the initials game?
Yeah, Rosie told him he can come in and play the initials.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd like to guess the initials, if that's okay. It's going to be a F and a T. I think the initials are FT. We have a sandwich named after Frank Turner,
Oh,
who's
okay.
a bass player for Tesla.
What's on it?
St. Louis Park has
They played in
produced
St.
a
Louis
lot of
Park one
talent, like
time.
the bass player for the band
He's not
Tesla.
from
Did he
there.
bring in sandwiches, though?
Yeah, they're damn good, too. Damn good.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, I
they were
think
really
if
good.
these guys hadn't got a crack at the sandwiches, it would have been war.
Yeah,
but they were so happy because they were
They were good.
not
Legit.
hungry
They
anymore.
were legit.
It's
Yeah.
tough to beat a good sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Was there bacon on it?
I only had the Italian one, and that was A+.
Of course, the Rosen has the shaved roast beef.
Okay.
Well, we have to shave it.
Oh, my God. Careful.
We try not to. We wait till it hits puberty before we kill the chickens.
God. The chicken. The chicken.
I almost sore. Oh, my God.
If you had chicken puberty on your bingo card for segment 1, you are the winner.
There's the Hour One podcast.
Pretty much. Good luck with that one, Zach.
So what's going on in the Crease? Anything new?
Yeah, had a awesome golf trip to Hilton Head Island.
Oh, yeah.
Just
What a great area. of the country.
amazing courses.
Couple gators out there I saw.
A ton of gators.
Dude, I don't know how you ever get comfortable being surrounded by gators. That would make me
Don't hit the ball in the
unnerved.
water.
I understand that. I'm never going anywhere near the water, but man, that would unnerve me just to know that they're right there, ready to pounce if necessary. Don't like that.
A couple of these dudes were fairly close, too. I kept my distance.
Probably smart.
Yeah, and especially unless it's near where there's a
Great point.
rock wall where it's very steep, they're not getting up there with their short ass arms.
Oh.
But there was a couple where it's a somewhat steep hill. They could easily get up that, and a couple of the guys are doing selfies, not hanging out too much, but I'm not doing it because I'm not getting away quick enough. But yeah, you can see the eyes popped out, staring right up there, being like, "What's the score here?"
Right, because you know, if you're on the edge of the water and you're taking a gator selfie, and it gets you, you're in headlines all across the country, and every radio show in the world goes, "Well, Darwin Award for this idiot!"
Oh,
right?
yeah,
No one
correct.
goes, "Oh no, he got eaten by an alligator." It's like he's an idiot. He was taking a gator selfie,
Yep.
right? No one feels any kind of sympathy for. You're just toast. You get roasted.
Now
Like
that
Glenn
you said
Taylor's
that, though,
chickens.
I remember because it was, I think, day of the Timberwolves game. There were
Monday.
some shots of rail whiskey had that night. I have a video I need to post that our group took. There was a cabin near the water. That was the Darwin Award. They were feeding one, and it came out of the water, and they're all taking their videos and photos of it. Part of me was like, get you some.
Yeah, go
Come
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
Oh,
You look
boy.
hungry. Get it.
Idiots.
Yeah.
But yeah, beautiful courses, amazing, nice resort, loved it. I want to go back, but we picked
Awesome.
a different spot for next year, so yeah.
John Kriesel is here. It is Friday. We will preview and get hyped for Game 3 of the Wolves and Nuggets when Marnie gets here. Mark Parrish will be here later because they're playing initials at 8:15. And let's not undersell this. $65,000.
What?
Man, we're at $65K for the initials jackpot thanks to St. Paul Federal Credit Union. That's this morning at 8:15 on the Power Trip Morning Show on the Van.
Power Trip Morning Show. Welcome back. Here we are. It's Friday. It's the 10th. It's T-Wolves Day. On the home of the Howl. The Fan. John Kriesel's here. Mark Parrish will be in. Marty Galarnar will be in a little bit. Who does Luka play for?
He plays for the Dallas Mavericks of Anaheim, and they crushed the Thunder last night.
They look good.
Somebody was
last night.
getting crushed during Luka's press conference.
Just our sharing the ball and our energy was great.
What do you think? Okay, moving on.
I hope that's not live. Just our sharing the ball and our energy was great.
What do you think?
So the show before us played this too. Have we figured out what was
I can't
happening?
find it anywhere.
Because, look,
Sounds like somebody's phone was on.
I would be.
Yeah.
That's really loud even for a phone. I would be more concerned that somebody's having a medical emergency, right? Some kind of fainting thing. It didn't
That's 'cause you're
sound
not
like
familiar with the sound of that is what it sounds like. Somebody's getting nailed.
Right, but I'm saying, but how would that be possible?
I can tell you,
right
yeah,
outside
two
of a
fingers
press
and a
conference
heartbeat.
room.
There's a lot of doors in there, I'm sure.
I
It's like,
guess.
Doc, she's choking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's the.
That's what she asked for.
Hey, you remember the original Roadhouse?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it like a storage room? That dude
he
was
throwing the boots?
Absolutely throwing the boots.
Well, I might not be familiar with that sound, but I am familiar with fainting. I do that often, and I think is exactly the noise that I make when I faint.
but not
Very
multiple
feminine.
times.
Tommy's
You don't
bringing
do-
in a Coke Zero.
Okay, calm down.
Man, that was. And then he goes,
though. I wonder what that is.
I hope that's not life, he said.
Yeah, well, I
It's
know. It's a
they're
pretty good
trying to
line.
make life.
Pretty good line.
I think, I think he meant to say live. I think he was hoping they weren't having sex at the moment.
He was like, who left their phone on the hub?
It is very, very loud. And
Very
the look on
loud.
his face is just precious because he's so surprised by it. He can't believe what's happening. It's the best.
I've sent I've sent some funny videos to buddies where now at this age I say, don't open near anyone.
Yeah, yeah.
And it
That's
will
good,
be
yeah.
That's
something
smart.
serious where it looks fun. And then in the background, you'll hear a sound like that out of nowhere. And it's clearly to make it uncomfortable. And that's the look on his face.
That's his reaction.
Because he was like,
That was a big thing back in the day.
so
sex?
funny.
He's sending videos that would look like a normal video, and then all of a sudden it would just turn into the loudest moaning.
There's a large African American gentleman with a huge thing. Because somebody sends
Barry-
me those all the time.
Barry Wood, yeah.
Yeah. He's sitting in this studio.
People still send them to me, and I've seen almost all of them. So occasionally it will be a new one. Makes my week.
Yeah.
Didn't you donate money for a tombstone?
You
for
bet,
that man?
yeah, because that's the reason he was taking those photos. Yes, Wardy Jobert III is his real name, and he tragically passed of a heart attack. I think from carrying around that lumber.
Yeah, man.
And
His heart can only take so many boners.
John
when it's
only
that
gave him
big.
so much blood.
Yeah,
that
well said,
That
Zach.
and Tiger King got us through the pandemic. I mean, every day it was a new Barry Wood thing. I have a folder on my phone. I think I have like 110, and some of them are videos, like Jurassic Park, the scene where he turns her head, and there he is, just thick.
I think you sent me that during the pandemic about 5,000 times. It's so funny.
My 40th birthday cake that my wife got me had Barry on it.
No.
Yeah.
It did not.
True story.
They put a candle in a certain spot.
So hang on, go back though. You said something about a tombstone, and I think you've told us this in the past, but now I forget it. So he died, and there was a GoFundMe for his service, or what?
For a tombstone, because he had
Just for the tombstone.
basically unmarked grave.
Okay.
I think it had one of those little spinny wind things.
Does it have a pinwheel or whatever? Does it have a clever little saying
should.
on the tombstone? What does it say?
It just says touch it.
Have you gone to pay your respects?
I haven't, but I donated. I forget the amount. It was a fair amount, and then because
that a write-off?
It's brought me such joy. Those photos are hilarious. But yeah, he was taking those photos because he was in such dire financial straits. He was trying to take care of his family. And as you can see, he doesn't look thrilled. I mean, if I had that hog, I would just be ear to ear grin.
Yeah, as Hawk said, you would only wear bike shorts.
Yeah.
That's it.
If I had that hog, then you know I sold my soul.
I wouldn't wear prosthetics.
No,
I would just
I
pogo
wouldn't wear
stick
Well,
it
you'd
out.
have to because that thing would hit the ground.
Yeah, you'd have to be
Yeah.
careful walking towards a window because if
Correct.
you trip, you'd pole vault out of
Yeah,
it.
Correct.
But yeah, so
You only get 5 years left in your life, but you get to carry this sumbitch around. That's a deal I'd have to consider.
I mean, there's a thing where
No, you wouldn't. Do it except immediately.
there are some
Immediately.
All right,
there
I
are some
don't want to sound
gals
greedy.
that would just say, if you pull that thing out, they'd
That's
be like,
his dream, though.
no.
That's what they say anyway.
Yeah. Oh. That's his dream.
Yeah, I
you
do.
could give an IV in that thing.
Yeah, I want to I want to go down to Abbott's office, or just they're pulling me in to let me know today's my final day, and I want to say gotcha, and then whip that sumbitch out and lay it on the desk, and say, but I may not have a job, but you'll never have this, and then walk out of there with it dangling out of my zipper.
You
Set
have
it on
thought
the
about
desk,
this
just-
way too much.
I have. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Good old Barry. Barry Wood.
Nice password game the other day. I was nervous for you there for a second. It looked like it was going to go the wrong way. Then you guys got turned around and got it figured out.
It was never going the wrong way. I just made I think I'm cool under pressure.
Yeah.
But anytime there's a risk of me not being able to be on my favorite radio station ever again, and our rules here are different. If it's 6 o'clock hour, I have no problem saying semen.
Correct.
Yeah, sure.
But in that setting, I just was like, I completely led the witness. So I agree with
Brandon
their
made
decision.
the right call to wipe it away.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I would have been fine if he gave them the 10. But
They
it was,
needed it.
but I mean, it was like the 2017 NFC title game, but we were the Eagles. So, yeah.
Just a rough start, and then you ran away with
Well,
it. You guys are going to be tough. You guys played very well
You guys
together.
think Ryan, you're both really good.
Ryan is very calm. I mean, I think when I knew that we've got something going was the Grain Belt Premium bit.
That was very good.
That was fantastic. So, yeah, I'm excited for the next round.
So Max and Fallness eliminated by Kriesel and Ryan Donaldson.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome aboard.
Yep.
Sauce, what do we got? 2 weeks?
Yeah, man.
We
And
haven't
then,
talked about this at all. We haven't practiced. We haven't studied.
We got a tough matchup, but
Well, we're underdogs.
yeah.
We'll see.
Because you're on the other side of the bracket. I'm most likely facing Lil B.
Little B.
Yeah. Which will be good. That's definitely an opportunity I'm not going to pass on.
Yeah.
Congrats. When we come back, we'll do front page sports again. Game 3 tonight between the Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Big game. Sauce, you're not going either, huh? Watching
No, man. I'm going up north.
You're going up
10,000
north.
lakes,
Well,
right?
the weekend's
Hogs?
finally here.
Baby.
Yeah, the weekend's finally here. Yeah.
Beautiful time
I'm
up there.
going to.
Are you going to go to Mugs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Send me photos,
I
please.
will, for sure.
More of the Power Trip after this on The Fan.
The Power Hour begins at 8 a.m. You can watch it at KFAN.com/watch, and it's powered by Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Walking down the avenue.
My main man, Michael Shines. Good morning, everybody. That's good music. Make you feel good this morning. Download everything Michael Shines has ever written. Love that guy.
As it was when we were children.
He passed away.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I was just talking to him last night. Must have been a terrible accident.
A lot of people die, though, right?
Yeah, people die every day, man.
Yeah.
If you didn't, good on you. Good to see you. If you did, peace.
Borrowed mine from me.
Yeah, what are we, a couple weeks away from Deadwood there, Johnny Kreese?
Yes, sir.
I can't wait, brother.
Because I'm flying tomorrow to Denver for a work conference, and when all of this lined up with the Timberwolves, I was like, one of the evenings, I might get to go to a Wolves game. I don't know. We'll see how tonight goes, but I'm not confident that they're going to be playing in Denver again. And then renting a car, driving all around Colorado. Family's flying down next Friday, meeting me there when our training's done, and then we're going to take a road trip through Colorado, see some of the parks, some of the scenes, work our way back, and then end up in Deadwood like we do every Memorial weekend, and then end up finishing on Memorial Day at Fort Snelling, visiting my buddies. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. So looking forward to seeing you,
Yeah, man, that'll be fun. We had a good time last time. We'll have a good time this time
What's
as
the
well.
casino you guys go to?
Mr. Woos.
Oh, yeah.
Mista Woo.
Never
Let me tell
lose
you.
at Woos.
Do
No.
you win there, Hogs?
Well, I mean, there's like 3 slot machines and then all kinds of drinks.
Yeah,
So, yeah, everybody wins.
I like those casinos too. They're
I
pretty.
love them all, man.
They've got good machines. We've usually hit either hand pay or near hand pay there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And you're bringing a crew also.
I'm bringing a crew, man. We're jumping in the van and going. It's going to be fun.
Looking
Cannot
forward
wait.
to it.
Yeah, it could be fun. I just hope we don't have a near choking death like we did last time at Mr. Woo's.
That was
It was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. I feel bad because I couldn't stop laughing even though Tony Stimper was choking to death on a hot dog.
gosh.
Yeah. Good times.
No, Zach.
Yeah. Yeah, no big deal, right? Right, Zacho? You guys want to hear something terrible?
Sure.
I know we got sports in. We'll do sports in a minute. There's plenty to talk about. But I was just looking through the news. Here's the headline from this news story from Los Angeles, California. A newly released video shows a legally blind man falling down an elevator shaft at a building used to house low-income residents on Skid Row.
The video released Thursday as part of a lawsuit against the owner of the Madison Hotel claiming poor living conditions. The man opened the door expecting to step onto an elevator, but there was no elevator there. He is expected to survive despite falling 4 floors.
What?
The building is owned by the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, which owns several other single-room occupancy hotels in Los Angeles for low-income residents. I'm Daniel Martindale.
Man.
Every time I get in an elevator, I'm 100% sure there's not going to be one there. I check every time.
Like the Truman Show.
Yeah, like the Truman
yeah.
Show.
But it's a false elevator.
Yeah.
I walk looking down always because I got to be careful where I step.
Yeah.
Shay.
And so I would have noticed that there is no elevator there.
Yeah.
Well, that's scary.
Then you fall 4 floors, and I wonder how long it took somebody to find him or hear him, or you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's no elevator there, how does that work?
Yeah, good point. I don't know.
Yeah.
And can you get crushed by the elevator? Like if
I don't know
it's
how much
still running?
space there is underneath there. That's a good point. And
Yeah,
also,
very
again,
good point.
who's to say he doesn't get knocked unconscious?
Right.
Who knows, man?
Yeah.
Unbelievable that he's
If
still
you fell
alive.
4 floors just like out that window, you'd probably die.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you fell, we're-
Very lucky he's
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah. You'd be in big trouble falling from here.
Hey, can
Are
I
you
take
sure?
this?
Why don't you try? I don't believe you.
No, man.
No,
Well,
man.
you seem so confident.
I did something yesterday I've never done before.
Oh, no.
I walked out of a movie because I didn't know what was going on.
Really?
But it was because I hadn't seen the previous movies and the
Planet of the Apes bit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I went to it, and I was arguing with myself anyway because it was such a beautiful evening. I was like, should I go to the movies? But I want to go to the movies. I love going to the movies, right? So I go in there, and I start to watch it, and I realize I literally have no idea why these guys are mad at these guys. I have no idea what's going on. And they ain't going to take the time to explain
Reset
it
it,
to me.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
right? Because they figure I've seen all 4 of them. I hadn't. So I left like a half hour in. I'm like, I really don't know what the hell's going
wow.
on. I was interested. I want to watch the other ones. But I
That's
don't.
a good move, though, because time is money.
Yeah, man.
You don't want to
That's
be
what
like,
I'm
you pull the plug and
Yep.
say, all right, I'm going to
So I
get
went
this hour and a half
Right.
back.
I got on my motorcycle and took off. And I rode around in the sunset. It was a beautiful day.
That was a beautiful
I
day.
did that the moment that Indiana Jones survived the nuclear bomb in the refrigerator. I had just spent about $25 on the ticket and the pop and the popcorn, and I would go, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I can't leave. I just spent $25. I barely have been here. And I wish I would have gone home and napped and saved my time.
That movie's terrible.
Terrible.
I'm posting that video
Talk
now.
about
Of those
terrible.
idiots.
Which video?
There's a
the alligator video?
Yeah, where they're standing there. I show these guys just tossing food, trying to get, and the alligator was out of the water. And if it decided that food wasn't enough, that dude didn't look like he was very quick. I might have better footwork than him, and he was getting eaten. People are touched.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, you can get sodas for 79 cents. Those fountain sodas at Holiday or the Frosters, just 79 cents. All the way up to the old XL size. Limited time only at Holiday. Get there this morning. Get something to drink. Throw them 79 cents. Like, not at them. Don't throw them like Pat Bev or Jamal Murray. Just hand them the cash or maybe a credit
Hand it
card.
nicely.
79 cents. Pretty good deal. Holiday.
Can't afford not to.
Holiday.
Holiday Wales.
The New York Rangers have yet to lose in the postseason. They are 7-0.
What are they, the Timberwolves?
I know,
The
pretty
Howl on
much.
skates.
And they flew under the radar. They had the best record in the NHL in the regular season. And then if you looked at DraftKings, just a week or so ago, the favorites were still Carolina, Florida, and Colorado. And Edmonton was in the mix as well. The Rangers are 7-0, and all they do is beat the team that was the favorite. The Hurricanes were the Vegas favorite like 2 weeks ago. And now the Rangers, after a 3-2 overtime win against the Hurricanes, lead the series 3-0.
They're plus
Look at the Rangers.
330 to win the whole thing.
Jeez. So they are now the
Yeah,
favorites?
Panthers are plus 450, and the Dallas Stars are plus 475.
Stars are interesting. Let's talk about that game for a second. So the Stars in game one blew a 3-0 lead and lost in overtime 4-3, right?
Bluey.
Then last night, they led 4-rip going into the third, the Dallas Stars did. And Colorado scored 3 straight to make it 4-3 before an empty netter for Dallas seals it up. But they almost blew it again. So Dallas wins 5-3 over Colorado. That series is tied at 1. But man, a couple of giant leads, Zacho, almost blown by the Dallas Stars in back-to-back games.
Yeah, that was another crazy night in the Stanley Cup playoffs. I thought at one point the Avs were definitely going to do exactly what they did. They had some great opportunities late, just couldn't find that fourth. And now that series, I think, is going 7. That is I mean, the West is going to win the Cup, I think, this year. So whatever these teams, whoever it is, whoever can get past each other, because they're just all so good at the top. We've dealt with that all season with the Wild. It's like there's a whole different tier of teams now, and we're seeing that they are
talks about that
playing a different level of hockey. So
You know
it's
what
fun.
was weird about it? The monkeys were riding horses. And I just thought that was real weird. I was like, those are monkeys and those are horses. And in our world, they're on about the same level. But in the future, the monkeys are above the horses. And I wonder if the horses are pissed about it.
Yeah, I would bet.
Right. How did we wind up in this situation?
Yeah,
what
right.
did we do to
They
deserve
probably
this?
think about it exactly as they would think of us riding on them, right? We're all just primates.
Yeah,
they
like,
don't care.
Get off my back, man.
Yeah.
I think almost anything that is capable of getting up there and grabbing the reins.
Nobody
if you
likes
will.
having a monkey on their back. I mean, come on.
Touche.
Good
Touche.
Well played.
Touche.
Well played.
Touche. And of course, just like we figured, the gorillas are pissed.
Yeah.
They were pissed about something. I don't know what they were pissed about.
Yeah.
But they were pissed.
Man, gorillas are badass.
Yeah, and they're pissed.
They're so freaking ripped.
You couldn't figure out why, right? You had no
I
idea.
figured they had good reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't know like that series was hot again. You know what I mean?
I think this is the 4th one in the series.
I think it
of
is.
the new
yeah.
ones.
Didn't we see one of them?
I don't think so.
I thought we saw one of them. Hold on. Planet. Hold on.
Take your time.
Now, where do you what website are you going to tell me whether we saw a movie?
Well,
or
no,
not?
because it may have been out the time when we were seeing. Yeah, didn't we see War of the Planet of the Apes in 2017?
Now listen. That was 7 years ago.
But it's not 0.
I don't know. You know what other movie I saw? Unfrosted.
The Jerry Seinfeld,
film.
Pop-Tart movie, which is not getting good reviews. It's on Netflix.
The first 45 minutes, pretty good. The last hour, whew.
Tough watch?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Star-studded cast, but the
everybody's
reviews are
in it.
not good.
Everybody's in it.
39% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's about right.
Yikes.
I'd say it's about right.
It's not good?
I'd say it's about right.
Got it.
Did you and I see it in 2011?
No, we saw Frosted.
Just like the tips of your hair.
I don't have any hair.
I know.
Okay. You're mad at Planet of the Apes?
I am. I'm mad at myself.
Not me.
Man, I'm mad at my eyeballs.
What doesn't work in Unfrosted?
It's so silly. Like, and I like silly, obviously. I mean, you've heard the show. But, like, there's a mascot war where they're storming the Capitol, you know? It seemed like Jerry and whoever wrote it with Jerry had all these ideas and just made a salad of it.
Oh.
You know? It's hard to follow the through line of the film. I mean, there's some very funny lines. Gaffigan's always good. And you're right. Every person that turns, you're like, oh my God, that's so-and-so. Oh my God, look at that.
Right,
That's
Amy
so-and-so.
Schumer,
Yeah,
Christian
everybody's
Slater,
in it, yeah.
Mikey
But
Day.
it just feels like there's no direction, or
Like there's there's too many directions.
and then during it, you're probably like, all right, where are we going with this?
That's exactly right. That's how I felt.
What was better, the hour and 45 of Unfrosted or the 23 minutes of the new Planet of the Apes movie?
I felt real bad for the horses. I just don't know. I want to make a Planet of the Horses movie where they finally get their chance and they're riding people.
They deserve more respect.
You've seen that.
I have seen it. It's terrible. It's
It's terrible.
It's distressing.
Yeah.
Horses helped build this country.
Whoa,
Yeah.
they did.
Whoa.
Well, they'd do a better job if they had hands.
We
It's hard for
built
them.
this city.
Yeah.
Great point. God, that song wails.
Worst song ever made.
No,
You know what I
it's
want to do,
not.
Corey? I'm just throwing up on you guys. You know what I had an idea about last night? Yeah, you know how I'm in the Fabulous Armadillos, great cover band, right?
Yeah.
And I like comedy, right? You say, how are those two things related? I'll tell you how. Why is there no comedy cover band guy? Like if I went on stage and did the equivalent of a cover band only with comedy, like I did one of Chris Rock's best bits from 1995.
Yeah, back in the day, I think a
The Dan
comedy
Band
cover
kinda
band
does.
was called, I think, wasn't Carlos Mencia essentially that?
Yeah, right.
I think
That's what
Dennis
I've heard.
Leary did the same thing.
That's what I've heard.
And Amy Schumer.
Oh, really? Schumer does that too?
Oh, yeah.
She gets accused of that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
There's
that.
some wild side-by-side
yeah,
videos on
damning
YouTube.
evidence.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
But what if you did it like
I
you
did not
admitted it,
know
like
that.
you just said, here's what my bit is.
Yeah.
I'm not a comedian. I'm not good at it. But these great comedy bits have been lost to the ages. So I'm
Yep.
going to go on and do this bit from Seinfeld from 1994, this bit from Kinnison, and I do impressions of them as I'm doing it. Oh, see, I got one right there.
That's a good Kennison.
That's a
Right?
good.
That was the gal from the Mavericks press conference.
How would you know?
If you want to see people do old comedy, come see the Flop, Sweat, and Tears tour.
No, I said good comedy too, though. I want it to be like stuff people loved at one point.
Here, Chris, you do an impression of Sauce during Flop, Sweat, and Tears, and I'll do an impression of the audience. Go.
Yeah. So you go to Target and you get him balls and twisted, and you get him to take him on down. Hello?
And end scene.
That's true, though.
No, it's not. You're real good at stuff.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm good at kissing you.
Thanks for that.
The Phoenix Suns got their asses kicked so much
Interesting.
by the Minnesota Timberwolves that they fired their head coach
Good.
after 1 year. Last June, he signed a 5-year, $31 million deal, but then the Wolves swept him. They had unbelievably high expectations because of Durant and Beal and Booker and their gigantic payroll with their multi-billion-dollar new owner.
He'll get
Fired after 1 year.
He'll get all of that, right?
And Phoenix did the Rams bit, essentially going all in with these three. They have no first-round picks until 2030.
Yeah.
They're way over the luxury tax to the point where they're probably going to have to break this up a little bit
That ain't
soon. What a disaster. 1 year.
Huge disaster.
That's the fourth team he's coached.
Beautiful disaster is what it is.
He coached the Lakers,
Great
right?
song. Lakers, Magic, Pacers, Suns.
Yeah, and the NBA is the definition of you can't fire the players. So they just head coaches are fired so quickly in the NBA.
All three of those guys make around $50 million a year.
Yeah, how are you going to keep that together?
They can't.
Right.
That's why they kind of went all in on this year, and then the Wolves smoked their asses 4 games to 0.
Out of the three of them, Beal is the one that has the least amount of. Nobody would want Beal. It's Booker or Durant.
I got my feet
Right?
10 feet off of Beal.
Well,
Oh, what a great song.
think of a handful of years ago when we all thought that Karl Anthony Towns and Devin Booker were best friends, and they still probably are. Do you remember? It's like, what do we got to do to get Devin Booker in Minnesota? And now every Wolves fan hates him.
I don't want him.
We hate Jamal
I don't
Murray
want him on this
more,
team.
though.
I don't need anybody I don't have on this team already.
Close that, Booker.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Jamal
Burn
Murray
that Booker.
is
Ban that Booker.
Jesus.
Jamal Murray pissed me off, pissed a lot of people off. He's going to take a beating tonight
Yeah.
at Target Center.
Yep.
People are going to be full by the time that
I want
game
to say it
tips off.
again. Not that anybody ever listens to me.
I do.
Don't throw things on the court
No.
tonight. Please
No,
don't.
no,
Don't.
no,
It's not
don't.
going to be funny if
No,
you do.
but
You're gonna
yell
get
at him.
Yeah, right. Yell at him.
Yell at him.
Give him
But
7
the
kinds of hell.
players can, right? We learned that in game 2. The players can throw stuff on the court during the game. But if you're a fan, don't do that. You're going to get ejected and probably
and
arrested.
get somebody
but if,
hurt. Yeah.
But if you're like, I don't know, if you're J-Mac or like Leonard Miller or something and you don't like a call,
D'Lo.
just throw stuff. Or D'Lo. Just throw stuff on the court during the game.
But Devin Booker is a million times worse. It is so impossible to enjoy watching. Like, as a man, how do you feel good about pretending that you were assassinated every time someone goes near you and making that face?
Yeah.
I mean, there'd be times no one touched him, and it was like,
Yeah.
Kennedy had less of a reaction.
I was
than-
going to say that exact line. I love it. God, that's a great line.
Brilliant.
That's a great line.
Right. Yeah, I love how you always tweet, oh my God, they're miraculously better.
And they'll act like they are. I mean, I truly had less of a reaction when my legs were mangled. And then they're at the free throw line and they hit both of them. You're like, oh my God, it's a miracle. God Gotta love it.
Let's talk movies with Mr. Z when we come back, because Chris, you saw the Planet of the Apes movie. We'll see what Mr. Z thinks.
I saw part of it.
You saw the opening 25 minutes. That's fine. Mr. Z in a second, then we'll do what really matters. More of the Power Trip after this on the Fan.
But I've come to resolution.
Rocky Club.
Let rivers, they flow downhill. All in all, I'm much the same. And I won't pretend I don't wish it wasn't true sometimes.
Stock tickets a little later in the show, by the way, everybody. You'll see Rocky Club sing this song. If I can talk down into it, it's too good.
This is only goodbye.
Miss out on tickets to Game 3 tonight? Head on down to the Free House in North Loop and hang out with 9 to Noon's Nordo with KFAN's
Head on
Wolves
down.
Watch Party.
Head down. Thanks, Crackhead Bob.
Stop by from 7:30 to 11 for amazing food and free house beer and the chance to win a $50 free house gift card all game long.
Head down.
For full details, head over to KFAN.com. Make the keyword calendar.
All right, here's the thing.
Is this Rise?
Close. This is Rocky Club derivative of Rise. We're giving away some Winstock tickets a little bit later, so make sure you stick around for that. Some Hogfest tickets a little bit later as well. It's all happening, guys. Summer's almost here, and it's time to play some gigs.
All right, let's talk to Mr. Z about a gig you had last night, which was watching movies. You watched one last night. Hi, Mr. Z.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Hey, Daddy.
Chris saw the first 25 minutes of the Planet of the Apes movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Any reason why it was only 25 minutes?
Because I realized 25 minutes into it, I had no idea what was going on because I had not seen the previous movies. And I usually, they make it so they stand alone. This one, definitely, I felt lost. I had no idea what was going on. So I thought, I'm interested in this, but I'm not going to sit here for another hour and a half and not have any idea what's happening. This is my fault. I'll go watch the other ones and eventually get back to this one.
Yeah, I suppose. I guess I've seen them all, so I'm not sure. But yeah, it was Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes opens this weekend, and I don't even know how many it is now. It's a new trilogy they're popping out here.
I think. Yeah. Why are the gorillas so pissed?
Well, I think that goes back to the really old where if I'm just going in my own recollection of watching the original ones where the gorillas were the warriors, and the chimpanzees and the orangutans were kind of the doctors and stuff, and the gorillas were always the warriors in the olden days. So
okay, well that makes sense because they were pissed.
They were pissed.
Yeah, they're definitely the tough guys.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question that has nothing to do with any movie coming out anytime soon, but I might be in the minority in terms of being excited about this, but Warner Brothers announced they are going to release another Lord of the Rings movie. In fact, I think a couple of them. One of them in 2026 called The Hunt for Gollum.
Oh,
nerds!
Warner Brothers is now The Hunt for Gollum. All right. This is weird because I just had a meeting with Warner, and I know they have an animated film coming out this Christmas, but I don't know anything about Hunt for Gollum. Actually,
so Peter Jackson's coming back, Andy Serkis is coming back, the whole bit. It's 2026. It's going to be the first of they say I think it says 2 standalone, or I don't know. I don't know exactly where in the series they're going to fall, but obviously if Gollum's still alive, then we got to go back a little bit. But anyway, 2026.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, Peter Jackson has a good history, so he's if it wasn't Peter Jackson, I'd be nervous. But that sounds like that should be great.
Yeah, Peter Jackson producing, Andy Serkis directing.
Whoa, really?
Oh,
That's got to be new for him. He's the guy who plays Gollum, right?
Exactly.
He's the Gollum guy, and all the other things.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I don't think Serkis is in this new Planet of the Apes. He usually is, but I don't think he is anymore. He's always been Caesar in all the Planet of the Apes movies. So.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, Caesar. At 2.
All right, what else do we have coming out this weekend that's worth watching? Anything good?
No, we're still kind of getting we're still really struggling through the release pattern of only one, either 0 or 1 movie each week.
And I can feel
until
it,
we
man.
get to the fall. So
I can feel it because I love going to the movies, man. I freaking love it. I love going. I love going to the movies by myself. But I've seen everything in the theaters that I want to see. So that's why I went to see Planet of the Apes last night, hoping that it would. And I want to see movies. There's just really nothing to see right now.
yeah, and it'll stay that way for a little bit longer. We're suffering through the lockdown, and then into the strike, which lasted longer than I thought it would. And then we're also dealing with when the studios decided that they were going to try to hit streaming hard, and they started making movies for streaming, and they lost a lot of money. And I can tell you that they're investing billions and billions of dollars into future theatrical releases. It just takes like 2 years for anything to happen to get that turnaround going. So, this July things will start changing with Despicable Me and Deadpool. And so this July we'll start to see things starting to come back.
I'm not trying to get you triggered, but Jerry Seinfeld made some headlines a handful of days ago because he basically said movies are dead.
Yeah.
And then, of course, his movie went to Netflix and is 39% on Rotten Tomatoes, and most people don't like it. Anyway, I'm a Seinfeld guy, but I don't quite get why he keeps fighting all these wars all of a sudden. Your thoughts on Seinfeld saying movies are dead?
Well, the first thing I thought of was noted film expert Jerry Seinfeld.
Well,
like, what in the world does Jerry Seinfeld have any idea about the theatrical industry? But so I went and I reread it. It seems like what he was talking about was that there was just what we were just talking about. He was talking about his friends in the film industry during this period when are we Netflix, are we streaming, are we theatrical? And there was this weird period where nobody knew where the emphasis was, and that was true for a little bit of time. But no, as far as we were just out in Vegas, as you guys know, and the money being invested in the future of the next 3 years is ridiculous. The billions and billions that they're putting into making movies for theatrical. So I think he was just talking about a time and a little time where we didn't really know what was happening in the industry.
How about a handful of days ago, because Disney had their quarterly report out on Wall Street, and one of the things that they released with that is kind of the plan for Marvel going forward, and it sounds like they finally are listening and are noticing that everybody's getting beat down by Marvel, so they basically are doing the quality versus quantity moving forward, right? They said instead of 4+ movies a year, it might be more like 2 or 3, and same thing with the streaming shows. They're going to peel it back a little bit more and go for quality over quantity. Your thoughts there?
Yeah, well, it's time. They got spoiled with being able to release anything. Yeah. They could release Captain America 2 and it would do $500 million because everyone was completely in on that whole Avengers run. And then once the Avengers kind of ended, everyone kind of said and so they tried a couple movies. They threw some stuff out there, and that and people were like, no, we know we're done with that. So they're being forced to be creative, which is of course awful. So that's I like the idea of kind of lowering expectations and rebooting and putting out good movies.
Thanks, Mr. Z.
Love it, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks,
all right,
Mr.
guys.
Z.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Corey, real quick.
Yes,
before we
sir.
move on. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I'm a giant Jerry Seinfeld fan.
Same.
So I've listened to a lot of the podcasts he's been on lately, and I just read an article a few moments ago, and I can't remember where it was from, something online. Oh, here we go. Whatever cbc.ca is, so it's obviously a Canadian thing. Has Jerry Seinfeld entered his grumpy old man era?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I actually disagree with much of what he's saying. I can't believe how honest he's being about everything on every podcast. And when you're a billionaire, you can afford to be honest.
Yep.
Sure.
And he's an older man now. He doesn't look like an older man, but he's an older Jerry Seinfeld. But he ripped on Howard Stern.
Yeah, I heard that. He said that on the Carvey and Spade podcast.
Exactly.
Basically,
I heard that.
Everybody, what did he say? He's been outflanked or something?
He's been outflanked. Basically, he said, yeah, he's people. He started he created the mold of what he does, but now he's been outflanked. And I was like, wow, that's a surprising thing to say.
Especially since they seem to be friends, right?
He ripped on Jim Jeffries horribly on, I forget what podcast
I didn't hear that.
Jeffries
is hilarious.
I know. And he was like, why do you have to release a new hour of comedy every 10 minutes? Release one good hour of comedy every year. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, but if you're talented enough to keep, and it's that awesome,
I agree.
People like it.
And maybe that's how you feel. I just couldn't believe he was that blunt about it. It's like, my goodness.
That seems tone deaf, though.
Correct.
It sounded like an old man yelling from his porch is what it sounded like.
Did anybody point out that he was the worst part of the Curb finale?
Yes, somebody did.
He's horrible. He's the worst part of it.
Well, the whole final episode wasn't funny, but that's okay.
To finish that one here.
I liked it.
The Carvey and Spade podcast, though, that was a long one, too, much longer than they normally go.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. If you just listen to the points that he's making about the art of stand-up comedy, right, or different things that the three of them get into over the hour and a half, I'm with you. A lot of the times I agreed with his points, but man, even with Carvey and Spade, super blunt about, well, why would you even ask that? Of course you know it. Like, he's just very short.
He sounded like he did not want to be doing it.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy because you don't have to do anything.
Why do you exactly? And you can
if you don't
tell.
want to do press for Unfrosted, then don't do the movie Unfrosted.
Way too much press. He even ripped on himself on Saturday Night Live about
he
doing
made that
too much
joke.
press.
Weekend Update, exactly. Which that bit was kind of funny for 60 seconds. That was a solid bit.
Yeah.
I love Seinfeld, but yeah, I don't know. He definitely seems to be in his Andy Rooney phase of just hating everything and not appreciating everything. Or even the point on the Fly on the Wall podcast. What did he say? Something like, oh, God, I forget now. Like Lauren Michaels said, there's something like 900 people that are funny on the planet.
Exactly. Yep.
And Jerry said it's way
like
less
50.
than that. Yeah, he said it's something like 50.
Yeah. Right. Did you hear him? I forget what podcast where he invited his buddy in, John Bell, the guy who runs Taco Bell.
No.
And you could hear it. I don't know. He was off mic and he was like,
"Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah,
because they named like some kind of a taco after Seinfeld.
Yeah. Can I play it for you?
Yeah, 100%. Let's hear it.
Yeah, we got the cheesy roll up.
Oh.
We got the,
so Jerry, what is it like to have a taco named after you? That's got to be kind of cool. That after all these years of doing stand-up comedy, your buddy over at Taco
John Bell.
John Bell, yeah, finally is named a taco after you. That's got to be.
I don't know if John Bell has a headset on. I don't think John Bell can hear you.
Oh, is that the guy from Taco Bell?
I think that's the guy talking from Taco
Bell.
Oh. I don't think Jerry said anything.
So why won't Jerry just move and let the guy from Taco Bell sit down?
Jerry left.
There you go.
And end scene.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hey,
Find a way
Corey?
to rip on Rosie. Rip on Rosie. It's a new
Corey?
segment on the Power Trip.
Yeah.
Will you check your Venmo?
Oh, no. Did you just pay him for the...
You paid me for... Oh, right on. You paid me for the Caniacs.
Yep. So we're all even.
We're even. Okay. Yeah, we had people like complaining on social media going like, this bet's never going to end. Just pay up. Okay, fine. You paid me the cash equivalent of 8 Caniacs, and we'll call it a day.
I was going
to
so get you a Caniac or a Cane's gift card, but I couldn't. I put in the wrong thing, and I just was like, I'll just Venmo him.
You put it in the wrong what?
I put in the wrong address for a credit card I have.
Right.
Sounds like someone was putting it the wrong thing in the post game.
I've done that
press
before.
conference.
But now I really want Canes. So can you buy me Canes now?
You hear the old...
Hang on. I can't buy you Canes. I would defeat the purpose.
Wait, why did I even pay you? You get it for free.
You got to be careful not to get king toes, though.
Oh, you better believe you got to get careful not to get a
You
UTI.
don't have to worry about that.
Thank you.
We say toes, right?
No, kinked hose.
Oh, I thought you said
My
toes.
God.
No.
I don't know. I was half listening.
You're doing fine.
No, I'm not.
What really matters is after this, scores and stats around the world of sports. Marnie should be here in like 30. Paris should be here a little under that. We got initials at 8:15 with $65,000 on the line. One of you will have a shot to win it at 8:15 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
It is the 30th anniversary of Winstock, and you're not going to want to miss it. See Cole Swindell, Jason Aldean, Russell Dickerson, John Party, Sarah Evans, Tiger Lily Gold, Rocket Club, and more. June 14th and 15th in Winstead. Tickets are on sale now. Just head over to KFAN.com, make the keyword calendar for more info to get your tickets today. But one lucky winner is going to skip the line. Caller 11 at 1-800-320-5326 will win a pair of tickets. Good luck.
I'll get the winners, Echo. Don't you worry about it, brother. I got it. It's cool.
Okay.
I'll take care of it. You stay right there.
That pizza smells so good.
It does smell good. What kind of pizza is that? 7th Avenue pizza. That's what kind of pizza that is.
Love that.
I love it too, man. I think I could eat an entire one of them right now. I'm starving.
My ability to eat large quantities of food has completely been gone.
Yeah.
I used to, as a teenager, I could eat a whole medium
I know.
pizza and an order of breadsticks by myself.
Now,
That sounds like
yeah, I know.
prison right now.
It very well may be the shots that I take for my weight, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I am entering the I'm gonna split that with you phase of my life.
Yes.
Good for you.
I know it's not good for me. I don't want to be old.
I've never in my life said I'll split something.
That's what
with
I'm
you.
saying. In fact, I would get upset and offended. No, I'm not splitting that with you. Get your own damned food.
It's the way to go. I'm not a huge leftovers guy. And so now, especially when wife and I were in Milwaukee for the Luke Combs concert, we went to this nice steakhouse and I was hungry but not starving. And she's like, let's just split something. We'll bring it. We're not going to bring steak back to the room and reheat it. No. And so we did and ate everything and it was perfect. And we didn't waste a bunch of food.
Oh, hell yeah.
We didn't kill a cow for no reason.
Well, that's kind of a deal.
Yeah.
We went to a pizza place in France, and
With a
there was
naked
it
lady
was €6 extra if you split one of the personal pizzas. And I'm just like, well, I don't get why.
It's because you're American.
You're still providing the same amount of food, whether one or two people eat it. Why is it more if somebody else wants to eat?
Because they want you to order your own pizza.
Yeah.
And the extra plate's got to get washed.
Yeah, man.
Well, they forget that
€6
saved
worth
them
of a...
twice. Right.
All right, let's do what really matters. I do scores and stats. Chris will tell you something else that matters more. It'll be more interesting. My stuff is just kind of boring. It's sports and stuff, right? But today might be the exception because it's Game 3 tonight.
Let's go.
Wolves and Nuggets.
Yeah.
The most hype this town has been in a long, long time, at least since the NFC title game. And
Sauce just got left hanging real bad.
that's okay, good.
Oh, sorry.
Game 3 tonight. What time is it? 8:30?
Kiss me.
Brilliant.
8:30 tonight?
Yeah.
8:30 tonight.
I just read it. It's the only reason I know that.
Are you going, Hogs?
I can't go. I'm too nervous about it. If I go, I'm going to piss myself.
Yeah, you have that issue,
Yeah,
man.
I do. So I don't want to get so nervous I piss myself. Right, Rose? Oh, he's not here.
I'm so excited. And then Sunday, regardless, I will be watching
Sunday.
the game at a sports bar in Denver.
That's enemy territory.
And
You're
I'll
gonna
be
wearing a jersey.
Oh, dude.
A Nas Reed jersey.
I have an undefeated shirt. They are undefeated since I got this throwback Timberwolves shirt.
Hell yeah.
And so I have to wash it tomorrow morning before I go to the airport because I have to have that thing clean and ready for Game 4. Yeah. I'm not superstitious.
Right.
I've
You're a little
become
stitious?
slightly slightly stitious. This shirt has made me superstitious, though.
I mentioned it yesterday, though. Isn't it crazy that we're not even halfway to the title? 6 wins, right? You need 10 more, and 2 of them against the champs. And it just feels like we're 2 or 3 wins away from winning the whole thing, doesn't it? It feels like we're way closer than we are. We got a long way to go.
Yep.
But so far, so good. 6-0.
So exciting.
So exciting. What really matters, though, is the following.
You're so right, Corey.
Thanks.
Wait a minute. I'm very confused right now.
Why?
It is 8:30 tonight, right?
Yeah. We're not joshing you.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And it could slide because there's a game before, correct? Or are we the
All right.
only one?
Okay. So
No, the
Is that-
Knicks Pacers. Wait, sorry. The Knicks and refs against the Pacers is tonight.
But
I
because
see what you
it's
did there.
because Bally's not involved, we can't get the exact time from Marnie. I don't think.
No, she passed away.
Oh, well,
Rest in peace.
she was on her way. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Sylvester Stallone asked Survivor to write the song "Eye the Tiger" because Queen would not let him use the song "Another One Bites the Dust" in the Rocky film.
Well, good for Survivor.
Jeez.
Worked
Yeah,
out.
how about that, huh?
How much money do you think that song has made them, Hogs?
$13.58.
Man, that's not a good
it's
ROI.
no, it's not a good Roy.
Right, yeah. Poor Roy.
Much better than a band called Survivors, a band called Incubus. And Sauce, our album is out today. Morning View 23 today.
Today.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Today is the day.
Wish you were here.
Me too.
Just a phase. Warning. All the songs we haven't heard for the first time in 23 years. Let's go, man.
Can't wait.
Circles and Echo were both masterpieces, the remastered versions. Can't wait to hear the rest of this album.
do you
That's
have
the
any of
rest
it in
of
the
my
system?
day. Chris loves Wish You Were Here.
I do. I love it.
Let's hear some of it if you have it in the system. I don't mean to catch you off guard, man.
Can we play the new one? Why not? We can play the new one.
I don't know what we're allowed
Can we
to
play
do,
it for
Cole.
30 seconds? What if we play the new
it
one,
in
but
the
it's a
system?
montage?
But we can, right, just play
Is it in
one
the system?
highlight on it.
Actually, I think Rosie's on
this is
it.
it.
Yeah, this is it.
I think Rosie's on the album, so we can talk. We can play it.
Yeah, it's
Because
about
him,
Rosie.
because it's about him.
Play it and then say that I said that to do it. Just put
Great
words
point.
in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, blame it on me.
Well, didn't you say we can play stuff if it's in the news? If it's a news story?
I honestly yesterday was told I couldn't do that. I was told I wasn't even allowed to play 30 seconds.
Yeah,
which I
he
thought I
was.
was allowed to play 30 seconds. You
Yeah.
were right. Yeah, you were there, right?
I was
So I'm
there,
not
yeah.
lying.
But Barrero's Open is longer than 30 seconds, so I
Here's
assume
what I
that
think.
they must cut that out of the podcast.
I'm going to do this on the air. I think they paid for the license for that song. I think they did it, and they're not going to tell us because they don't want us to be pissed. But I think that they paid specifically for the license of that song.
That's like a 3-minute open. That's
right,
not
which
theirs.
just can't be very much to pay for that.
Paul, your hands up.
I'm always on your guys' side, right? But I have a counterpoint.
Can't wait.
If it doesn't agree with what I just said, please don't tell me because I like feeling hurt. I like having something to be pissed about.
All right, never
All
mind.
right.
No, what was the point?
But did they put it in the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, do they get away with it because... Oh,
This is your...
Hawk, I think you...
Music rights leader.
I think you're... Never mind, I think Hawk's right.
No, what was the point?
My point was, don't they get away with it because it's technically a montage with different people talking on it?
I don't think that matters.
The
It's still
montage has
songs.
nothing to do with it. Otherwise,
But don't they cut the montages out of the podcast?
Did you not hear what he just said?
I just said that, but I'm saying
No, he and Zacho just proved that they don't.
No, but that... So then my point's obsolete.
You just answered your own
Yeah, thank
point.
that. Yeah, I answered my own question.
Thank that.
Yeah.
Yeah, think that.
So yeah,
He doesn't have to.
I'm on your side, Hawk.
Okay,
Say
I
100%.
don't have a side.
So we can go
I'm
to
fine.
YouTube. You can look up the new "Wish You Were Here" by Incubus, even though it's 23 years old. Now they re-release it, and I can't wait to hear it. And we can listen to it, and then we can just talk over it. We'll say it's a montage, and then it's the news.
Yeah.
Everybody got it?
Got it. I mean,
That sounds right.
As Zacho said, just say it's about Rosie.
Are there songs that we would be willing to pay for?
You mean us personally?
Yeah, like
no,
Hawk-
just on principle, absolutely not.
Hawk will pay for it.
No, they can pay for it.
I'd pay for What's the Frequency, Kenneth.
Oh, God, that song.
Great song.
rails.
Great song.
Anyway, for you Incubus fans,
So,
since we can't play
as far as re-release, they re-recorded it. You're saying.
Dude, it's almost exactly like what Taylor Swift did, just not with the Venom. I think they just did it for other reasons, but they're 2 for 2.
Awesome.
I wish Sauce and I were just saying this off the air. I wish more bands would do this
Yeah,
because
it's sweet.
it's one of my all-time favorite albums anyway, and to hear it fresher and newer, and Brandon can still sing.
No,
the
their
band
voice-
sounds crisp.
Their
It's
voice
different.
sounds different, I'm
It's
sure,
different,
right?
but it's
Because
still
they're
awesome.
23 years.
And-
Holy
But here's the
hell.
thing.
And they've added to it too. It's not a straight cover.
All right.
Whoa. Perfect.
Both songs, Echo, they changed the ending, and it's way better than the original.
Awesome.
And Circles, I actually don't like the end of Circles as much, but they changed the ending to be a little heavier.
Yeah.
So it's like a reimagining / re-release. Cannot wait to see what they do with the rest of it. If you're an Incubus fan,
For instance, if Quiet Drive wanted to release their first record, the one we all love that has
Yep.
Time After Time and
Oh,
stuff on
yeah.
it, they'd have to re-record it completely top to bottom because the record company owns it and they will not release that record.
Right.
But they could re-release it if they recorded the entire thing.
So they own the lyrics, though, correct?
No,
Or
they own the recording, the actual recording.
But I'm sorry, Quiet Drive.
Yeah, Quiet Drive does, yes.
So
yeah.
they
Except
own-
for the song Time After Time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, it's an interesting
It really is.
industry.
Yeah.
man, that's going to be a good chunk of my day today. A lot of Incubus. Is it back on me? Twins won
knows?
11-1 over Seattle, an absolute ass kicking. Margot had 5 RBI. And the Twins won 3 out of 4 against Seattle. They are 15-2 in their last 17 games.
Just crazy how bad that start was. They're still not on top of the division.
Aren't they like... They're close, though,
They're
right?
close. They're finally within like a game or two, but
Yeah.
So they are at Toronto for this weekend starting tonight. Joe Ryan on the mound at 6 o'clock. And then the Yankees are at Target Field starting on Tuesday.
No more Yankee, my wanky.
Yeah, what he said,
Yes. Dong need food.
Guys, I have finally done it. To ask me what really matters, Corey.
What really matters is this.
I found the name of the heavy metal band that's going to be playing at Hogfest.
Can you say it on the air?
Yes, I can.
Well, if it's named after you, you can mention it on the air.
Apparently.
Yeah.
In fact, have the next 5 minutes to talk about it.
Obelisk. And here's why.
Because it's phallic?
No, but good point. A Queen's Guard horse named Obelisk used to lure pigeons to him by dropping oats out of his mouth. When they got close to him, he would stomp them to death with his hooves.
Jesus.
Just for S's and giggles?
Yeah.
That is the Bundy of horses.
He eventually was taken for additional psychological training. So they had to take him out of duty because he was stomping so many pigeons to death.
I wonder if they called him Obelisk because
I don't know.
of
Good
his
point.
you know what.
Good point.
Just a hammer?
Maybe.
Wow.
Obelisk. There's
It's a cool
probably already
word.
a horse named that, or a band named that. But wouldn't it be like if you name your band Obelisk and then on the cover of your album is a horse, the actual horse, people be like, what the hell is the horse doing on the cover? And then he's just stomping pigeons. Dead pigeons everywhere.
I have one other band name idea for you.
Go ahead.
Look, this is your band. I'm not trying to name
Thank
your
you.
band. It's just
No, go
the
ahead.
first thing I thought of. And look, Paul, as you know, not all ideas are good ideas. You know this.
Why are you looking at me, man? I just paid you for your chicken.
You did. I appreciate that. How about your band's name is Barrero's Opening is Still in the Podcast?
Oh,
That's a long title, bud.
dang. Percent chance Hawk's correct on that. 100?
It's
Can't
not
be
100.
199?
I don't think it.
I don't think it is.
No.
I think they're just putting
I
it
We're
in.
doing it.
I'd like to figure out what's going on.
I
here.
would too.
Well,
but,
no one knows.
But again,
We've
I
been
was
saying it for months.
literally. I mean, I'm saying literally because this did happen. I was told just yesterday that I couldn't even play 30 seconds.
Yep. So, and they keep telling us, stop complaining about it on the air, quit talking about
Which
it on
is
the air.
like
well, I don't
telling us
understand.
to keep
100%.
Yeah, correct.
They
Don't
should know us
encourage
better
it.
than that. Of
Don't
course, it's going to be the opposite effect. But I think they are worried about if we give it to KFAN, then it looks like we're playing favorites amongst the stations. Well, how about letting some shows do it and other shows not doing it? That seems like it's playing favorites as well. Paul, your hands up.
Do you want to do the ultimate test?
Can't wait.
Go to the end of the podcast and see if it's I'll Be Around. See if they play that.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, pull it up quick. Let's out them. Let's rat them out.
Can I ask you another question about a band name?
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you think the people from Gutter Helmet would let me use the name Gutter Helmet? Because that is a great name for a band.
It is.
Do they have bangers?
I doubt it.
Gutter Helmet? We're not a band. No.
Oh,
Here's Gerdsey. Craig Kilborn today, yep, because he's in town for the Wolves game.
Rosie
He's a
sitting
big
courtside?
nipper.
I don't know.
I think he is Sunday.
Well, his buddy doesn't
Gutter
own the
helmet.
majority.
They didn't put the last segment on.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying then. That's it. They cut it out.
Hold on, this one's longer.
Oh, well,
That's-
quit.
Quit
I'll be
bragging.
the judge.
Yeah.
Calm down, Obelisk.
Kiss me.
Yeah.
Obelisk. See?
Kiss me.
It's a hard word to say, though.
I know.
Oh.
Gutter Helmet.
checked in with Kilborn. Is he coming back for these games?
Are we going to get in trouble for that?
For playing the...
For playing Barrero?
We can't. We're just playing a KFAN podcast. How can we get in trouble for that?
Right.
We should do this off the air.
Who cares?
No, that's what I mean. We should do stuff that's good.
Oh, I see what you're
You
saying.
know what I'm saying? We should do fun stuff.
Nuggets game number 3. Early
Yeah, there it is.
on the
Yep.
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong.
No,
I
I think
being
you're right.
Better.
Let's just play whatever we want then.
Yeah, I think you're right, Hawk.
I think Dan Barrero probably said, hey, if the Power Trip can have gay on the air, I want gay on the air.
Wow. Have you been sitting on that joke for multiple minutes?
You've been
Why
sitting
did
on
you say
something.
it like that?
Wow.
The sitting on it part? More of the Power Trip Morning Show and a whole bunch of montages after this on The Fan.
The Fan.